Alright everyone, just wanted to make a video today to show you the way I clean trout after trout fishing. I don't know if it's 100% the proper way, but it's the way that I personally found through trial and error to work the best. So just giving you an idea of what you'll need. Scissors. You probably want to do this in the sink, but I use some good kitchen shears, a sharp knife, and what I like to use is like an old brush. This already has fish guts on it from about 5 minutes ago, not from the last time, but anyway. So these are the things that I use, and so just to give you an idea on what I do. So you're going to take a fish, put it in your hands like this, and what you're going to do is there's a little hole here. You're going to cut from here. Actually, it's easier if you can hold the fish this way. You're going to cut from that hole, and you're going to slice the belly open. The one thing that you never want to do with trout, in my opinion, is you never want to fillet it. Some fish you can fillet this way, or you can fillet it that way. Like a bluefish, for instance, in salt water, you just fillet the sides. A flounder can be filleted. Different types of fish can be filleted, but this particular fish is very bony. But trout, if prepared the right way, slides right off the bone. So you don't want to. What I do is actually I keep the heads on. Okay. The only thing I get rid of are the fins. So there's fins here, here. There's these dorsal fins and this fin, and then the fin here. So I'll start with this one. So you get rid of that. And then this is where I use my shears. I also keep a bucket, like a sort of a bucket for all the fish guts, because you're going to have a lot of fish guts. Okay, so with the shears, you don't want any of this going down your garbage disposal. So what I do is I just clip these off with the scissors. And it's pretty easy. And just cut all the fins off. The only thing I'm going to cut with the fish is the tail. That's all I'm going to cut. So right now you open it up and it looks disgusting inside. So you want to kind of remove all this. You can wear gloves if you like. And you just kind of want to take out all the guts. If you're a real fisherman, you can save this stuff and put it in your freezer and use it when you go out on the boat to chum. Some people do that, or you can use it as fertilizer, whatever you like to use. Also, another thing you can do is just kind of take your shears and cut the bottom lip all the way to the bottom lip. So that'll let you get open here. Now, I've heard people say that this vein that runs at the bottom of the fish along the fish's spine, right here, they say that has a lot of mercury in it. I'm not sure if that's true, but in any case, I take that out. So what I do is I start by rubbing my thumb along it. But you don't want to sever the spine. You see, this is a bony fish. But if you do damage to the spine, you're going to really have problems with the fish when you're eating it. You want to keep the water cold and you just rinse it. And what I like to do is soak it after too in some fresh water, just to let it soak. But basically that's it. The fish is clean. And then you can take your brush and just kind of along the spine, not too hard because you don't want to damage the bone, the spine of the fish, but this is the way I do it. It takes about 2 seconds. I did it slowly, but basically that's the end result, okay? And what I do is I broil the fish without the tail. You get a cutting board and just cut that. You make sure the knife is sharp. But honestly, you could even leave it on if you wanted to. People will be probably grossed out, but they'll already be grossed out by the heads. But in certain restaurants, you actually do see trout with heads on. And I'm a firm believer in keeping the head on because it keeps the spine intact. If you sever the spine or break it up into little pieces, all those, you're going to have 5 million bones, and you're going to be spitting the bones out the whole time. If you do it this way and you keep the head on, then when the fish is, you broil it, okay, you see, of course you can, cover it in oil, olive oil, garlic, whatever herbs you like. I happen to like lemon olive oil, like a lemon olive oil sort of marinade, and with some fresh garlic and salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. And I just coat it on the inside. Sometimes I use butter, but so when you broil the fish, okay, so you're gonna lay it on the pan like that. You're gonna broil it, and basically when it's done, it doesn't take very long to cook. But when it's done, you'll just let it cool off a little bit, and you can actually slide that meat right off the bone, so that you won't have any bone in the fish when you're serving it. Especially if you have kids and stuff, you want to get those bones out. This is it's one of my favorite fish to eat. But the problem is, you have to be able to prep it, and actually the right way to prep it is the easy way, which doesn't require to do a lot. You just basically get the fins off, you slice open the belly, you get all that stuff off, you're ready to go. Now these I've already done over here, so basically I just have a couple of more. You could even use the shears. If you want to use the shears to cut the belly open, you just go in that little hole there, and you can just cut down the belly. You don't even need the knife, to be honest with you. You can do it all with scissors, which is a lot of times what I do, and then just go right to the jaw. You leave it open like that. You don't want to damage the spine. That's the important part. Not to keep repeating myself, but that's why I do it this way. So, all those guts out, rinse it. I'm getting some stuff on my garbage disposal. It won't be the end of the world, but snip here. If you have really good sharp kitchen shears, you could even cut the tail. I don't know if mine are that sharp anymore, but look at that. Voila. Okay. And once it's cooked, again, this spine here, this vein that runs along the spine, you just want to get rid of that. Because it makes a lot of sense. That's where the mercury supposedly is, and you don't need to add to the problem. You already have, a problem with fish and mercury, so we do all we can to avoid the problem, especially pregnant women and mercury. I hear that's not good. Anyway, I think I got all my fish here. I got one more. I caught 5 today down at Ridley Creek, and that was a lot of fun. Didn't catch anything all day, and then an hour before I leave, like a light switch just came on and caught my limit. So I'm preparing a dinner here, and again, I just marinate it. Usually you can use orange too, or if you don't have fresh oranges, you can use orange juice and olive oil. I like a little citrus flavor with my fish, but I usually prefer lemon. I guess you could use a lime, pretty much anything. You can get creative, just like olive oil and garlic and salt and pepper, or lemon and butter, whatever you like. Just get that brush again and the inside. This water is disgusting. I'm going to have to fish out all the gills. But this is a very easy fish to clean if you just do it the right way. Cook it the right way. I've heard nightmares of people trying to fillet this fish, and it just ends in tears. Don't do it. And try and fillet this fish. It's a waste. Anyway, that's about it, folks. I just wanted to kind of share my way of cleaning trout. This is a rainbow trout, and very good eating. So, bon appetit, good luck, have a good time fishing. Thank you.